Okay, so I would to introduce myself first. So my name is Zidan, and I'm here with. Please introduce yourself.
My name's Evelyn Fettis, Evie.
Okay, so where you come from?
Dari America Serikat, New
Uh,
York,
Okay,
upstate, Bukan Kota.
so can you tell us about your office or your work?
I'm a PhD student
Oh,
at
wow.
University of Cornell
Oh wow.
in the linguistics department.
Okay.
So I'm about to enter my 5th year.
Okay.
Hopefully I'll be coming to Indonesia on a scholarship, a Fulbright Hays grant, to study the languages that are spoken and used around East Kalimantan.
How do you decide which topic or publishing that you want to to study or whatever is about publishing?
Okay. Well, again, I'm a linguist,
Okay.
so
Mhm.
I don't really do much publishing. The publishing that I have done
Okay.
is I've published a paper on morphosyntax of
Okay.
reduplication in Jakartan Indonesian and how reduplication in Jakartan Indonesian is used. Got my master's degree in linguistics, came to Cornell, was getting my PhD. I chose to focus on morphosyntax just
Oh, okay.
because...
So what's the goal or vision? In Cornell University, what's the goal in the publishing?
Huh. Couldn't answer you for the life of me. I mean, is there a vision? The goal is to spread knowledge. That
Okay.
should be the goal of any
Yeah.
publishing company,
Okay,
shouldn't
okay.
it?
I maybe anything specifically the different one of the Cornell have.
I mean, we have very specific series. We have one of the largest Southeast Asian programs in the world. So a lot of our publishing is specifically geared towards the history and the politics and the art of Indonesia and Southeast
Oh,
Asia.
okay, yeah, okay. So, what are some current trends in or innovation in the publishing industry that excite you?
The fact that anybody would publish my work ever? I mean, I'm not quite, again,
Huh.
not my specialty.
Okay, yeah. So maybe whatever you want to tell, what's your story in the Cornell University, what's your experience, just tell us what you want to share with us today.
About the Cornell experience
Yeah.
in general?
Yes.
Well, I'm part of a 5-year program. For 3 of those years, we generally either teach or do teaching assistant jobs. But if you're affiliated with
Yeah.
the Southeast program at Cornell, Southeast
Yeah.
Asian program at Cornell, you can get specialty funding called FLAS funding in order to study languages and to do aerial studies. And this will cover a lot of the cost of your study abroad there. So
Okay.
I've had very positive experience working with the C program for 2 years, studying Indonesian and studying general Southeast Asian studies courses.
So how do you look linguistic, as a personal statement? Maybe you look the linguistic like what?
Okay, well, right now my research is based in EKN, so it's about the different languages that are in contact in EKN at this moment. So that would be Indonesian,
Yes.
Javanese,
Oh,
that's
wow.
spoken by the Orang Trans community
Yeah.
that already lives in the region where EKN is being built, and the Dayak Pasir and Dayak Balik people who have their own languages. So my area of research is specifically focusing on the contact between
Yeah.
these languages and how that will affect change, because that has serious impacts for how we choose to communicate with each other, and how people coming in from Jakarta who are
Yeah.
using Jakartan Indonesian, or how Banjarese people are coming up from
Yeah.
Banjar, or
Okay.
Bugis people from from Sulawesi
Okay.
interact with each other.
Yeah. So considering the fact that Indonesian have many different language, why how do you look for that?
I mean, a way of airing down an interest of study, for example.
Yeah.
You can do it by certain morphosyntactic features. You can do it by trying to look for a specific linguistic feature that
Yes.
you want to examine. Or the way I'm doing it is by focusing on a certain area, an
Oh, okay.
area where I think there will be significant change in the next couple of decades,
Oh, okay.
inevitably, because of the mass migration.
Yeah.
So I picked this by region.
Yeah. So you must study about like Javanese, like Sundanese, right? Also.
Sundanese, Durung.
Oh wow.
Ako sinao
Yeah.
Boso Jawa sa sasi
Yes.
neng yojo ngaging.
Yeah.
I haven't yet started studying Sundanese.
Yeah. So talking about like a Javanese language, we have like a structure about our language. Like we have a Kromo Inggil, we have a Ngoko, we have like a Kromo Madyo. Can you
Please excuse me for using ngoko. I'm afraid that is the one I am most comfortable in.
Yeah.
Yes.
So there's any language that have a same structure like Javanese have?
Well, Balinese also has 3 levels, to my knowledge. Sundanese might only have 2, and there are other languages, but I think that the languages that are most likely to do this are Indonesian type languages.
Okay.
But there are other languages that do have different registers, yes.
Okay.
We call them registers.
So what advice would you give to inspiring other authors or maybe researcher to to publish their maybe like first book or the research as a researcher? So,
As a researcher,
okay.
Have a core.
Have a core.
Have a central thing that you want to express to
Yes.
people, because otherwise, at least for me, my research interests are sporadic.
Yes.
I will wander off. I'll go to one region and study one thing. I'll go to another region and study a different thing. And you have to find something that unites all of the things that you want to say in order to stay focused. A good grounding spot is in place.
Yeah. Yes.
If you pick a place, then you can ground everything in a location, and you can describe things that interact with the environment.
Yeah.
So I would say ground your research in something solid,
Yeah,
something
well,
physical.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so looking back on your career as a as a researcher, what are your most proud of in terms of your contribution to the publishing industry in the world?
Again,
Since
I've only had
to be
one.
here. Yeah, it's okay. It's
I've
okay.
only had one paper published, so
Yeah.
I guess I'm most proud of that one. But of course, I think as any researcher would tell you, we don't like looking back on the things we've done sometimes, because we go, oh, I could improve it. I could make it so much better now. So that is something that research is always looking forward,
Okay.
right? Not looking back.
Maybe like looking to you in the future, maybe.
Yeah.
Like what you want to do in the future as a maybe continue your passion in the publishing industry.
Well, maybe. I mean, I would love to publish my dissertation once it's finished, have that adjusted, publish it either with SEEP University Press, which is the university press at Cornell, which is fantastic, or with some other publishing institution, but hopefully them.
Okay. So, what's the difficulty that researcher have to tackle when he research some some topic or whatever he want to research?
Well, you can't do something that's been done too often, because otherwise the likelihood of you saying something new is very low.
Okay.
And you can't publish something very niche, right? You can't publish something that only you are interested in, because otherwise you don't have a readership. You don't have an audience.
Yes.
So you have to find a balance between addressing something that's already been talked about enough, but having enough material that's new in order to make it interesting. It's about finding balance.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, since you from America, right?
Yep.
So, what's the difference of the language that American has and we have in Indonesia?
I mean, I'm not too familiar with Indonesian programs,
Okay.
but from what I've seen here, a lot of the linguistics that's taught is often taught in Indonesia in conjunction with literature,
Okay.
or in conjunction with language itself and language
Yes.
learning, and is done expressly for the purpose of language teaching.
Yes.
Versus linguistics in the States is much more of an esoteric game. It's mathematical. It's done for love of the game versus a practical aspect a lot of the time.
Okay. So since you also as as a member or participant in this conference, what do you want to tell to this conference? What your experience in this first day? Maybe it's like a half day. You join this conference. This conference. What do you want to tell us about this conference?
Well, I'd love to tell you anything, but I've been sitting at my booth all day,
Oh,
so I
okay.
haven't checked out any
Yeah.
panels. I've met fascinating
Okay.
people coming through who are
Mhm.
doing just really a broad variety of
Yeah.
topic. It seems to be quite a wide net the conference has cast. So
Okay.
interesting people, talk to people you don't know,
Mm-hmm.
find out something new.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe for the last question, what is your maybe like advice to this conference to anybody else in the in everywhere, if you want to share with us?
Who am I to give advice?
Yeah.
No, let's see. I don't know.
Just
Enjoy
be
your time.
confident.
Enjoy your time when you're out here, man.
Yeah.
That's it.
Enjoy your time. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Enjoy your time. Don't stress. Don't think I have to go to every single conference.
Yeah.
Plan.
Yes. Plan. Just take it easy, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sentai. No matter what, you're going to learn something new today.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay. So maybe if you want to close this session with greeting to the people or something, like you have the family in the US. Go ahead.
Hi, Mom. I'll send you this on YouTube
Yeah.
if I find it later.
Yeah. She must be proud of you.
Eh,
Yeah.
she probably wishes I'd done math instead, but yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's all. And thank you for having us in this podcast. And yeah.
Thanks for having me.
Bye bye. Say
See ya.
bye.